What's going on, guys? It's your boy Bo here with Taco Blowfish, and we're here to discuss the future Contender League format for the first season. I know you guys have all been eager and wanting to know more about the Quidditch Contender League, and we're here to give that to you today.
So, the Quidditch Contender League will be a competitive community-based league for the upcoming Quidditch Champions game developed by Unbroken Studios. The league will focus on the future pros developing their skills on the Quidditch pitch while searching for other contenders and teams to partner up with. The Quidditch Contender League seasons are expected to last approximately 3 months each.
So the 3 months may seem like a long time, but the seasons will be packed with matches every single weekend, so you'll have plenty of competitive Quidditch content to participate in or watch if that's more your style. We don't typically require you to participate. So Taco, let's go ahead and get into the league format, and please note that for everybody watching, this format will not currently be set in stone due to the game not being released yet. For the time being, this will be the current format going into the release of Quidditch Champions. Alright, so starting the official season, there will be 4 weeks of qualifying matches to assure that the best teams will be competing against each other.
So, as we show on the screen on the left side going top down, there will be a single elimination qualifiers tournament that will start on Friday afternoon and last until Sunday. The final 2 teams from each qualifier tournament will then secure their official spot in the season as a team.
Taco, I think it'd be good to mention that once these 2 teams qualify for the season, they will not be able to participate in the future qualifying matches for that season. This is kind of just to keep repeated players from double qualifying if they happen to qualify twice. So after the 4 weeks of qualifiers have finished, the 8 qualifying teams, from each week will then start their season by having 4 weeks worth of matches against each other. Each team will play about 2 matches every weekend.
So by the end of the 4th week of seasonal matches, each team will have played a total of 8 matches. Based on their record for the season, these teams will then be seeded into the final tournament. As we see on the screen here, the seeding will be determined by the season standings. Teams with the best record will play the team with the 5th best record, so on and so forth.
The finals will be double elimination, so if you happen to lose a match, don't worry, you'll have a second chance to redeem yourself. Once the tournament is concluded, the prize will be granted to the season champions. We don't quite know what the prize is yet since the game has not came out, and we don't know what the player base will consist of at the time. So Taco, before we get into the actual game itself, what are your thoughts on the league format as of right now? Do you think you see a lot of potential there? Is there going to be a lot of pro teams getting in the scene?
I think the league format, what it does is entices new players to keep trying. With the repeated qualifiers, you're going to have your like every esports team, you're going to have, your 4 that are always qualifying. They're, they're ranked the highest. Everybody loves those teams. But then you're also going to see some people come out of the woodworks that you wouldn't have seen before. And it keeps the tournament life fresh, outstanding, evolving, skill gaps can evolve, and so on and so forth.
Right. And I think it's also good to mention that these qualifiers will be free to entry as long as you have, a group of 4 or 5 players, you can go into these, qualifiers and not have to worry about spending any money. Kind of make a name for yourself without investing a lot of your actual money, right?
I mean, that's always the plan. Everybody wants to be able to get shown out there. Like I said, it's a contender league, so we're going to go ahead. Everyone's getting free to play. And then depending on how the prize tournaments go, there will be cash prizes, stuff like that.
Right. And I've played in a lot of other esports, qualifiers and stuff like that. And what I've always seen as far as qualifier matches go is that they allow the same players and same teams to replay in these qualifiers just because I guess they get bored, so they allow them to do it. So you're seeing the same 4 or 5 different players qualify every single week. And I wanted to take that aspect out of these qualifiers just because I want everybody to feel like they really have a shot to go pro and it's not just the same people dominating every single week.
See, my favorite part about the league is my favorite part about any esports league, the double elimination bracket. The best part about any esports weekend is a bracket reset, and you can't prove me wrong. That is the most hype train in the world.
Right, I 1,000% agree.
So going with the game format, what we're doing is with the season qualifiers, just to get into the contender league, it's a best of 1. If you win, you're in. If you lose, you're out. Now, when you get to the finals of the qualifiers, what that happens is it becomes a best of 3 to see who moves on and is actually qualified. And then when you get into the contender league season, each game will be a best of 3, with the championship match being a best of 5 to make sure everybody's skill is on show for that day.
So yeah, guys, that will be the season format for the upcoming Quidditch Champions Contender League. And as always, guys, this has been your boy Bo and Taco Blowfish, and we'll see you on the Quidditch pitch.
Take care, y'all.